If the oracle can heal, if the plague can be removed, and the darkness overcome, then I'll carry on too. Must I live to sacrifice? Must I die to make things right? Do I dare believing hope when surrounded by Into the darkness we will fly, soaring above the praying this world will survive. Fighting and striving for the living life, knowing that we must not loving until the end. Choosing hope when all hope has seemed lost, and believing in the strength of fought even the fiercest of
Welcome back to TwitchCon, everybody. We've got a special treat on the stage today. Joining me are Mr. Happy and Yannalescka, and we've got Matt, my buddy, who talks about Final Fantasy with me. Matt, you brought us something special today. Tell us what it is.
We did. It's just these two beautiful guests.
This is all you brought us?
That's all I brought. That's all I brought.
This is the expanded Final Fantasy 15 universe that you came to show us?
It is. That's all of it.
All right. Well, the Mr. Happy download's going to be sweet, but I'm going to hold out for the Yannalescas.
And we're done. Anyway, so we brought a very, very special treat for everybody here today. We brought Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer Comrades. So we had a closed beta a few months ago, and we've shown kind of snippets and trailers like you guys just saw. But today we have a special build from our team out in Tokyo. So they built this especially for you guys, for all of you.
Wow, thank you.
Today.
And I heard we're getting some first looks today, too, if I'm not mistaken.
A lot of first looks. So the first thing I kind of want to show everybody through before we get into the actual battling and stuff like that is I want to show everybody the town of Standalone. So the story of multiplayer, if everyone doesn't know, is you are a member of the King's Glaive. You're a glaive. So if you guys have played the game or if you guys watched the movie King's Glaive, then you should be familiar with that. So you actually get to play a new kind of experience than Noctis and his buddy. So that's kind of cool.
Those are special powers that the King's Glaive has.
Yeah, so all those moves you saw in the movie, you get to do now here in the game. And you get to create yourself.
All right, so you've shown us Lestalem. This looks a little bit different from the Lestalem that we saw when we played Final Fantasy 15 single player. So where do we follow the timeline here? Why does it look different?
A little bit destroyed, right?
Yeah.
So you're actually in Chapter 12, Chapter 13, when Noctis actually goes missing. So the world goes completely dark, and so what's happening right now is there's no light in the world, even though there's light. So there's no light in the world. And so you're waiting for Noctis to return and actually, no spoilers, fight the end boss. And so that's what you're kind of waiting for as a member of the King's Glaive. So what we're going to do now is we'll show you a little bit about what the avatar creation looks like.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest parts about this is you get to customize what your avatar looks like now, your King's Glaive.
Totally. So, Mr. Happy, in the closed beta, you played it?
Yes.
And so how much accessibility and customization was there?
It was pretty good, but there was definitely things that were still locked away, you know, that I was waiting to get my hands on. There's one specific suit that's hilarious in the closed beta that I'm hoping is still on the character creator here.
You be a girl? Can you make it look like me?
Is it the chocobo?
Yeah, it's definitely the chocobo.
Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. So what the team out in Tokyo did is they made a very special build for both of you on stage here. So what we have here
Did you make
is
Mr.
we have Mr. Happy.
Oh my God!
Mr. Happy is officially in Final
That is
Fantasy 15.
amazing!
Dude, look at this workout right
look
here.
at-
Look at all this. Let me spin him
Look at
around
that
real
beard.
quick.
Look at the beard.
Let me spin him around a little bit.
I look
Look at that.
I look a little upset to be
That's-
there.
I should have told you to wear a gray shirt and
Yeah.
black pants today.
Or you could have put a different color shirt
He's
on.
got the same
I could have.
expression
I could
you
have.
do.
I could have.
Like, it's okay.
Okay.
That's the same hair though.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's amazing.
So many people have touched
So is
my
that the
hair
kind
this
of
weekend.
is that? Oh, sorry, but don't touch people's hair without asking anybody.
No, I like it.
Oh, okay. Well,
So today, in
unless
today's
it's Mr.
mission,
Happy's.
you're going to get to play as yourself.
Oh.
You get to play
I don't think
as
I've
yourself.
ever had that experience.
Have you ever been in a video game?
No, every time I do character creator, the character ends up like blue in the end. I don't know. I turn one dial all the way and it gets out of control.
Yannalescka, we've not forgotten about you, so you have a special build as well.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to see this.
Whoa, dude.
So where was your white blouse today and everything?
I mean, that looks amazing. I love her pants too, and her boots.
Oh,
I just
beautiful.
have a baggy
This is so
shirt
cool.
and
That's
everything.
beautiful. Looks good.
So when you get into the character, it looks like you already have a lot of options in character creation. I mean, you've made our pretty standard humans here. Can you kind of just can you show me like some of the sliders here?
it gets
how
pretty
crazy you can go?
intense. So you mix different kind of ancestry backgrounds. So
Love
like
it.
ancestry A, and then B, and then you can go as far down the rabbit hole as you want, from eyebrows to jawline to facial hair, if you're a male, of course.
That's amazing. Hey,
but
don't
you can do
limit me, Matt.
Sorry, my bad. I'm
I
not
love
trying
her
to.
eyes.
Yeah, no, she's got the same
like
like
intense.
eyeliner you do.
Oh,
it's
it's beautiful.
awesome.
Did
But-
you
So
do this
cool.
yourself?
Yeah, I totally went in the game and programmed
Oh, wow,
it, and
I'm
that was
impressed.
all,
He
definitely all
sat
me.
honestly for days, just like eyebrow sliders, making sure they look just like yours, Mr.
I was
Happy.
just staring at pictures of you, like just watching your Twitch live. Same with you, Yannalescka.
You don't want
We're
that
doing
job.
all of it. But the
research.
team, I hate them completely because they made me as well.
Yes, let's see.
Oh, this is
let's
gonna be
see.
good.
Let's see.
Yeah,
And so I don't think any of that.
that
was
is
like-
way more accurate.
So
than
that's
it
why I
needs to
wore
be.
this outfit today, blue shirt and black
Dude, your
pants.
hair too.
You
Look at
didn't
your
make it-
hair.
Wait, can you stand up?
I'm like,
can you do a
you
You
little?
have like the same facial
shot.
expression.
I'm like, that
Oh
is
my
so
God.
messed up. Am I that big? Do I need to
No,
listen to this?
I honestly, I gotta say, they were messing with you a little bit. You look way more svelte in person.
Oh, jeez. Thank you, Tokyo team.
It's amazing.
I
So-
want to thank them too.
This is the game where I'm gonna spend half the game in character creation every
Oh,
time.
me
Totally.
too. I spent hours just making a
That'd be
character.
perfect.
So we will go ahead and save you out. You can put in your name. And then while you're doing that, Yannalescka, if you hand me your controller, I'll set
Yep.
you up.
Thank
so
you.
you can play as yourself as well.
Nice.
So
Oh,
how does
where am
this? I mean, we're each of our characters. So you get to play as yourself in the multiplayer. Are we going to see any of our favorite characters, the ones that we've gotten to know and love over the course of Final Fantasy 15?
Ooh, that's a good question. There may be some cameos. I don't want to make any spoilers because I think it's more fun if everybody gets to see that for themselves.
Spoil
Yes,
anything.
yes.
I'm just looking
is-
at my own face.
I know.
Surprise.
So I'll be very impressed if you can make yourself look that good in there, or that perfect to yourself.
There's no way. Zero chance.
All right, you are good to go. Finish.
All right, so let's check out the city
Hopefully
here.
that goes through. Did that go through?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
There
you
you
can
go.
name yourself. And then
So I have a quick
I'll
question.
make myself as well.
So while you're making yourself, I have a quick question. I can select a birthplace. What's that all about?
Ooh, yeah. So that's pretty cool. So if you select a birthplace, you can kind of see.
Okay.
You just press X. And then so it'll tell you kind of what inherent abilities you have. So if you close out,
Yeah.
and then you just select different ones. So no.
Oh, no, okay. I really like the first option.
And then so you can kind of go through the different options.
So it's just a little bit more customization for
Oh,
your
that's pretty
gameplay
cool.
as opposed to like the character creator where it's just all cosmetic.
That's correct.
All right.
All right, so you guys, what are your preferences and your fighting styles here? We got to make sure everybody matches up nicely when you fight together, huh?
I like ranged weapons
All right,
a
all
lot,
right.
whether it's magic or a bow or something along those lines.
Yuna?
I'm like straight in there. Like I'm a tanky.
Super
you know,
tanky
Oh yeah,
DPS.
like just.
I see your
straight.
diva shoes. I know how you roll, I think. All right, Matt, what's your style?
Again, I hate this. I'm usually more of off tank. I like to play a lot of Zarya in Overwatch.
So a little touch of the damage, a little touch of the tank.
Yeah.
Help
I
the
think in
tank out.
this, I think what's interesting in this is there aren't the traditional kind of like tank DPS kind of healer and then kind of like specialist kind of roles.
Look, it's you.
Oh my
that
gosh, she looks
crazy?
so cool in
You're so
Stalin.
awesome.
He looks way better than I do.
Better or more accurate? I definitely don't look better.
Both.
Look at this like probably six-pack under
Dude,
there. Look at that. Like,
Six pack.
Like,
I'm wearing like a baggy shirt.
look
I
at
look like-
this. Look at this. This is messed up. Dude.
It's
You
so
can see my-
unbelievable
The
how much
online
it looks
audience
like
cannot
you
see
guys
me.
do.
Okay.
I want them to see. Wait, I want to. Can I? When we're fighting stuff, they can see you though. I'm just gonna look at you the whole time.
Okay, so one more thing. Oh, sorry, go back.
Yeah,
Mr.
no
Happy.
problem.
So if you can go ahead and press the touchpad
Touchpad.
and then click gear.
All right.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to equip our weapons. So we've set you up, everybody, with kind of some different weapons, so you can kind of look through that.
Oh, cool.
So there's definitely some different things that we're not used to. So you guys can kind of outfit yourself in kind of whatever playstyle you want.
These weapons look a lot different stat-wise than the main game.
Very different. Special for this build.
Oh, they're very special.
So am I getting too ahead of myself when I ask what these missions are going to look like as you equip yourself to prepare to fight them?
So absolutely, yes. What's going to happen is you're going to instance in, and then you're going to do different types of quests. So some of them are going to be very traditional, where you're just kind of defeating a mob or kind of one boss. But yeah, there's all sorts of different types of missions in there.
Well,
But
for
you'll-
those of us that played 15, the standard game,
Yeah.
are we going to see a lot of stuff that's familiar? A lot of because that sort of had those instance dungeons where you would go in, get towards the end, fight the boss, get
Totally. It won't feel quite like that. It'll feel a little bit more outdoorsy and open. One other thing that's kind of interesting, I'll take Mr. Happy's controller here,
There you go.
is for people who might not have Xbox Live Gold or PlayStation Plus, there's definitely kind of single-player components where every mission you complete, you get power to kind of unlock more of your base in Lestalem. So it's kind of like there's like RPG elements mixed in with kind of the multiplayer. So if your thing is not to always play with people, but you kind of want to just grind and kind of make your base look cooler and bigger and do more stuff, then that's also an option.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
I really like that.
as you build and grow in Comrades, is it going to affect anything about the base game?
Yes. So there will be some carryover stuff, so that's pretty exciting.
That's pretty cool.
In episode Gladio, you were able to carry over a weapon. Episode Prompto, you were able to carry over a weapon. And in this, you'll be able to carry over recipes. Yeah.
Very cool. I love
So that-
cooking
That's
in
My
this
favorite
game.
part.
Is there fishing in Comrades?
Ooh.
I'm asking for a friend.
We do have Monster of the Deep.
I know.
VR.
I'm very excited
So
about the
there's
VR
lots of
Monsters of the
fishing out
Deep.
there. All right.
I won't go back on that one though.
So we'll get into the mission. So this is going to be the special mission that we're going to play through. It's called A Secret Experiment.
All right, well,
Yeah.
let's get right in it. I
All
want
right.
to see as much of this as possible here.
So what
for,
you're going to do is...
for my own home play.
Why don't you go ahead and start it up.
All right.
Yannalescka, if you can talk to the girl, if you turn to the left.
Him?
No.
Oh, sorry.
The prettier one.
And then which one am I going?
Custom?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm.
And then new. Here, I got you. That's good. And then go ahead and click select anyone. For this build, it's totally fine to select
Yeah.
anyone. But you can do private parties,
Got
so that's
it.
kind of nice. Mr. Happy's camp.
My camp doesn't need a fancy name.
And then, oh, no. Sorry, go back one more. Here, I got you. All right, go ahead. Mr. Happy.
You're good.
I
Now,
love
Mr.
how
Happy,
it looks. Like, it looks really nice.
I have to ask you real
Look at
quick,
you.
Mr. Happy, because you are in the game right now, and you've been a Final Fantasy fan your whole life.
Oh yeah.
A
big
deep
time.
fan. What does it feel like to see yourself in there?
Let me just say that if you told me this 10 years ago, I would have.
Thank you.
I would have said you're a liar.
You are
Absolutely.
officially in a Final Fantasy game, my friend.
You
It's
can be your own
amazing.
favorite Final Fantasy character now.
I don't. No, I'm definitely not as cool as a lot of other Final Fantasy characters. I don't think I could do that to myself.
I feel like you're underselling the Mr. Happy brand.
Oh well.
My character does not look cool here.
Oh, what's a giant cracked dwarf? Get it!
Oh,
What?
that's so cool.
I see time counting down. Is this until the recruitment period ends? Okay, so now you're recruiting everyone that's going to be fighting this fight with you. This is where you can pull in your friends off your friend list, your friends that are playing locally with you.
Totally. And since we don't have a full 4-party, basically we have a computer AI
Oh,
jumping
I
in.
love this.
Yeah.
And who does
So-
the computer play as? Just a random guy? Do we see anyone familiar?
Another Glaive,
Another
but just a
Glaive.
random character. I love these questions.
Yeah?
You're like hoping like Ignis will just randomly
I
pop
do.
in.
I love him so much. I don't think you understand. Noctis, Prompto, they can get out of the car. Ignis, we're driving off into the sunset.
Well, he did mention recipes earlier. So
Yeah, I
that's
know.
why-
That's
yeah.
why I'm like, I gotta get my boy some recipes when I play this game.
So while it loads, another cool thing about multiplayer is in the main game, Sid would upgrade your weapons. So there's upgrading taken to a new level. Now you can visually see more changes, and there's more micro you can do, micromanagement you can do on upgrading your weapon. So you can see color changes, you can view elements, all that kind of fun stuff. So it gets even more granular, if you will.
All right, and is that other question to ask about PvP now that you've created this incredible multiplayer system?
Ooh, I'm flying. Why am I flying?
It's a feature.
All right, so we will just go ahead and...
It's a sick dodge, man, on my
That was
multiplayer question.
dope, huh?
Yeah, it's really good not answering that PvP
Oh, sorry.
thing.
No
I'm teasing
PvP
you.
right now. So go ahead and click on the red barrel and then click begin.
Yeah, I did it.
And then prepare for departure.
All right, let's go.
We should be
Time
good.
to go.
Hey.
All right, there we go. Last
I like this
segment
display.
of instancing.
I like this display of all the stats. So you know everything your teammate
And you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it
actually
all.
is bringing to the table.
So you guys can kind of jump into battle right when it starts. Controls are going to be similar, a little bit different than the main game. So left stick is the core control, right stick is camera. You'll still have the warp strike abilities with R1 to lock onto character and then triangle to warp strike. But what's different is you can do L2 and triangle to lock onto a teammate and then heal them.
Nice.
All
So
right.
that's definitely a new ability. L2 and circle is the ability to cast a spell.
Oh, all right.
This brings you right into the combat. There's no exploring. This is monster fighting.
It totally is. And then circle, you hold it down, and then you can do different attack combos. This is so weird playing as myself.
Oh my god. This is
Listen, you're not alone
Is
on
this-
that one.
Matt used warp strike.
So I'm assuming these blue lines are letting us know like what target we're currently.
Correct.
All right.
Because there's going to be so much more on the screen. Ooh. And if you guys watch Kingsglaive, if you hold down, what is it, square, not like I'm doing. Not doing it. If you hold down square, he'll put up the shield.
Whoa!
Like
yeah,
you saw
I
kind
see
of in the
Oh,
beginning.
I like that.
So that's kind of a nice
Let me-
touch to people who played
There we go.
or watched the movie.
Oh, and I like that. It kind of automatically locks onto them, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
but you can also
adjust
turn it.
yourself.
Yeah, totally.
Can I block for a teammate? Because it looks like it's not just for one
You
person.
kind of just have to, if your teammate's behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do combos?
There's combos by kind of holding down circle and then using kind of the L stick to kind of maneuver,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well as kind of switching weapons mid kind of combo string.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, remember to switch your weapons in the middle of the fight. That is important.
I know we don't have too much time, but this is the fun stuff where the boss comes.
No,
Okay,
show me
yeah.
the fun stuff. Show me the fun stuff.
Come on in, boss.
Where is
I'm
it?
just chasing Matt.
Also Delilah.
I got the AI following.
Dude,
me.
I've never been like so agile in my
Mr.
life.
Happy.
Look at that.
Oh, wait, I want to go over Matt's character while I wait. There.
Where's our boss?
Will you have voice
let's just
comms available
chase
for
each
online
other.
multiplayer?
What's that?
Will people be able to communicate over voice when they play online?
Yeah.
That, I'm not 100% sure. I wish I could answer that. But there is kind of, if you press R2, then you could do kind of like preset commands.
Oh
But
yeah.
we'll
Oh,
definitely
God.
tell everybody.
There's
if
one
there
in
is
here that I
or not.
love.
Nice.
Where
Is
Your
it I got
voice
your
command?
back?
Oh, I don't know where it is.
Why wouldn't you say
We
nice
did
work?
it.
Because there was one
Is
in
that
the
nice?
beta. There was one in the beta that was fantastic.
I don't speak your language.
So for some reason it's taken a while, but I know we don't have a lot of time, so.
That's okay. Just keep playing. We'll go right to the very end.
I love it.
I really like this.
All right, and just
Awesome.
as we go to the very end, is there a release date? Anything that you can tell us about this game as we're getting sucked into this and massively desiring to play?
Absolutely.
please?
I'm gonna pick up a can of fish. I don't think people can see it. But so we have publicly announced that the game is coming out on October 31st, but the team wanted to kind of continue to polish and make it as perfect as possible, so it will be coming out November 7th. So just 7 days away.
We can wait.
November
We can wait.
7th, so just in a little over a month. And it will be included in the Season Pass or standalone as $19.99.
Fantastic news. $19.99 or in the season
Yeah.
pass. This is Comrades for Final Fantasy 15, an expansion. This is going to bring you some multiplayer gameplay, character customization that is off the hook. I love these characters in game. Matt, you look incredible.
I agree
Mr.
with
Happy
her.
looks the best.
Why do you?
I'm closest to Matt's screen. That's a limitation on my part.
Trust me, even if you were farther away, his character would look better.
I got one last thing.
Do
If that's
that,
okay.
Matt.
So the team in Tokyo made Mr. Happy and Yannalescka in the game. So big props to them. Thank you guys for that.
Yes.
For Rachel, we didn't know you were going to be our host for the longest
so
time.
sad.
So I will give you this custom PS4 controller, which is a Magitech Soldier.
Oh my God.
And so we only have one of
Nice.
those. So that's my gift to you.
I'm going to play play as you right now. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. This is TwitchCon. This is a game I really am excited to play, so I hope you guys check it out. We'll have lots more coming back to you real soon. Thank you so much for watching.